Well, morning everyone. So it's just coming up to 6 o'clock here in Auckland, New Zealand. In the morning, it's an early morning run to the airport. So I thought I would get the tracker out of the way now because I might not get back at 9 o'clock. So and it's actually the 11th of December here. It'll be the 10th of December, Sunday night your time, Sunday afternoon if you're in Europe, 6 o'clock. So and things are happening on the tracker. They're absolutely flying. So it's funny, everything compresses and sort of cheapers. We better get organised. So, but we are. So I will go straight into the tracker right now, and we'll show you what's going on. Certainly, Translated 9 are just about to get around Cape Reinga, which is really quite amazing, and the scene is set for the run down the coast. You can see that here now. I'm assuming. Hang on, I'll just pick this up a bit. I'm rushing a bit because I just got a message from ETA on the plane. The plane's arriving early. So here we go. Hang on, pick it up one more time. Here we go. We got Translated 9 right on Cape Reinga, and Penjuic still going out wide. This is interesting that they're out so far. Makes me think that they, because they've got a following breeze now, they'd have kites up. You'd think they'd be going straight for the tip of Cape Reinga. So maybe they're not sure of where they are. I'm not sure what the cloud cover should be clear. Maybe they haven't had sun for so. Yeah, there you go. So they haven't got. Possibly may not have a position for a while, and that's making them head not for the very tip, which you would normally do. So maybe that's part of it. Spirit of Helsinki's got sun, the others, looking pretty right as well. So but that's quite surprising. So anyway, we'll have a look at that, and you can see the others, Outlaw and Galliano with Secure parked yesterday for a while, didn't go anywhere. But right back here, sorry for making you seasick by dragging this through. Right back here, we've got Sterner trucking along at 7.5 knots in perfect conditions, probably 28 to gusting 35, 40 maybe. And Explorer doing 8 knots, 189 mile day. So everything's trucking along, and I know for a fact they've got no surprises with the weather. It's going to get quiet behind them, so that's okay. I'm going to leave it at that for them. As I say, a bit of a quick one today because all the action is up front. So, and I've got to get to the airport. 7.3 knots for White Shadow, 193 mile day, and 11th in line honours and IRC and all the rest of it. Here we go with Outlaw and Galliano with Secure. At least they're moving, 5.2 knots and 105 mile day. Outlaw right alongside them, 6.8 knots, 125 mile day. Going slow. They really took a chance by going down through the middle. It's not the done thing usually. I'm just going to peek back to see if we've got some people. Yeah, we have, and everyone's hearing me, so that's all good. So come back to the tracker again. So that's okay. And then Neptune and Evrika slowly heading up. Neptune's heading up fast, so they're obviously getting good weather forecasting. They made that distinct move out to the east to stay away from the center of this high that's forming there. So Neptune now doing 8.9. Happy with that, overtaking Evrika, who's going down a little bit lower, 8.7, 175 mile day. Neptune did 179, exactly the same, but they cut the corner, so that gives them a chance to overtake. It's one of those things when you make a decision to come out to the side like this, you've got to not sail away from the mark too long, otherwise you just lost course. Neptune's cut the corner, picked up probably 50 miles on distance to the finish. And did they turn too early? No one really knows. Looks like, the Spirit Quip is parked there in the middle, only doing 4.3, 120 mile day. And Triana, a little bit better, 145. They're coming up as well now, but let's wait and see what the center of this high does. They're still doing 7 knots. So Maiden, not much they can do, 6.5 knots, got everything up, no doubt. Spinnaker's 196 mile day, so that's still a very respectable performance. And Spirit of Helsinki, 9.2. And they've done pretty well because they went on the inside, 213 mile day. They're going to hold that breeze now all the way through, because when we do this in a minute, I think this is the start of the solid breezes picking up. So not too bad at all. Penjuic, 8.4 knots, 191 mile day. And translated 9 right on the button with their navigation, everything else, dead straight lines. This is part of what Simon Kerwin does. He knows the benefit of dead straight, but I mean, the others are too. You know, it's easy when it's a drag race. Anyway, 7.8 knots, 214 mile day. And Penduick did 291. So that's nearly 20 miles that they 25 miles. That's exactly what I was predicting yesterday, where they had slightly solid breeze coming up on the inside here. Penduick a little bit closer to the centres, a little bit slower, hard for him to do it. So what's the difference now? And it's easy for us to give you a pretty good take on this, because Penduick's going to have to turn the corner, and she's now 128 miles from Cape Reinga, near enough. So you can say she's 128 miles behind Translated. How far to the finish? Okay, we're going to distort that. There's only going to be, maybe 220 miles to the finish. Oh, let's see what the numbers are saying. But before we go, what's Spirit of Helsinki doing? 156 miles to the tip, 156, and Penduick is 122. So Helsinki is going to give Penduick a run for their money here. Remembering, boat for boat, they're not too bad. Unless it's really powerful, heavy winds and big seas, Penduick would normally pull away. But I think there's going to be a little bit more tactical here. And so it's going to be a real hunt. Spirit of Helsinki has got a chance of knocking off Penduick. She's within touch, you could say. Not, Penduick's going to sail really well as well. So don't get me wrong, but she's only 25 miles behind. And what we'll see is the weather being really a little bit finicky going around the corner, and it hasn't filled in with the solid breezes yet. Maiden back here is 350, so really not in the hunt for anything spectacular, but still performing really well. We'll forget about the others for now, and let's just have a look at what this weather's going to do. I'll come back. No, I'm going to leave it this size. I'm going to pick it up a bit more, and we'll discuss this with the first three and follow the weather around, assuming this is correct. I had a look at Windy last night, and Windy is showing a little bit more fluff in here, not as consistent. Here we go. It's still a bit quiet, but there's enough there to keep all three of these boats going. So I don't think there's anything yet on the tactical side coming down. There's enough breeze there to get translated around the corner, and then they'll be in flat water. The sea's going to die right off. And then you can see here, there's a little faint wind shadow in close, but I don't think they'll go in that close. They'll know that. It's pretty much common sense, but let's wait and see. And then all the way down the line, there's plenty of breeze there showing here. Now, what Windy is showing is a little bit different. There's a tactical hole here. It's quite a bit bigger than just this sort of generalization. So they're still going to have to be careful. But you can see it's pretty much perfect right through the 13th. And even for Helsinki going through, it starts to, okay, so that's the 13th, 12th, 13th. Yeah, that's a couple of days, but they're not very far from the finish. Because Translated is showing 223 miles from the finish. It's now early morning on Monday, early morning on Tuesday. The ETA Translated could well be in around midday on Tuesday. That's New Zealand local time. And if that's the case, we would see Penduick come in late at night on Tuesday as well, and then Spirit of Helsinki would come in somewhere on Wednesday. So it's all about to start happening, and we don't have our banners and flags and bits and pieces, so we won't be looking like OGR on the dock, but what the heck, it's going to be quite fun when they get here. So we're looking forward to that. I think just a quick one here, back on the weather for the rest of the fleet. Pull it back to real-time live now. Going to be quite a finish, actually. Barring any disasters, touch wood for Translated, they're looking very good for first line honours, first in IRC, and that's the big deal for sure. Penduick currently running 6 in IRC. They'll probably hold that. I can't see a lot of change there. Oh, well, actually, no, they may not, because Triana is parked. We'll have a look in a minute. So they may grab the hunt, maybe one more, get up to 5th IRC. Maiden, well, we'll look at the leaderboard in a sec, and that'll tell us what's going to go on here. So what's happening with this high? Get rid of that. Weather for the rest of the fleet. Here we go. That high is moving over to the west. No, it's going up northwest. So Outlaw and Galliano with Secure right on the edge of that. And it's not moving, so hopefully they can keep moving. I think they will. Yeah, it's coming up over them. White Shadow's not a problem. Heaps of breeze there to keep them happy. Got a big kick coming up for Neptune and Evrika. So again, they're all moving. The whole fleet's going to start moving really well, and that means they'll get in, and it gives them longer shore time. So there goes the 12th. Plenty of breeze everywhere. White Shadow may get a soft spot there. This is tomorrow. Yep, for sure. That trough's coming over them. The headwinds won't worry them. They'll be up here somewhere. They'll just pay off and keep going in the light. So it's still not too bad. The rest of the fleet, the 13th, plenty of breeze all the way through. White Shadow, everyone, Galliano with Secure, everyone's got good breezes. White Shadow will come along the bottom. Galliano will be heading up here with Outlaw. So Maiden might be getting a bit soft here, but then around the corner. So generally speaking, there's some good sailing ahead for the next few days. Quick look at the leaderboard on IRC. Just to see the distances apart. Okay, so yeah, look, Translated's got nearly 2 days ahead there. So touch wood, all they've got to do is get to the finish line, and they'll get the magic number first in line honours and first in IRC, which is very exciting for them. They'll be off their tree. Touch wood. Yeah, kind of cool. And Triana is coming into about 1 day and 1.5 days behind. So bearing any dramas. That's not a problem for them either, because they've got between Triana and Maiden, who's showing here on third. That's virtually 2 days. So I can't see a big change there either. So Maiden staring down the barrel at coming in third, which is cool. Spirit Helsinki, oh, jeepers, no, maybe not. Spirit of Helsinki is only 1 hour behind them. So Spirit of Helsinki has a chance of knocking them off the post, because they may be able to perform better to their actual boat length, but we'll have to wait and see. Watch that. And then Galliano with Secure is only 3 hours behind, but I think they're going to lose out here. But then again, no, that's going to be hard to predict, because Helsinki's been moving a strong average over the last few days. So I think, but anyway, who knows? Galliano's got a chance, and Penjuic, not much of a chance to knock off Galliano and so on. I don't think, because they're another full day or 3/4 of a day behind. Anyway, it's all taking shape, and we'll see what's going. We'll probably do a tracker tonight. I'll do another one tonight in 12 hours or so, just to update and keep you going. And we'll keep you posted with the ETAs as well. A couple of quick grabs now back to here to see if there's any questions. Quick ones. I think I've caught everyone by surprise here now, so we won't have many people. The arrival days and times on the leaderboard are according to New Zealand or Europe. Well, forget the leaderboard stuff, because that's on. That's arrival time in the finish line, but it'll be on UTC. It won't be on New Zealand local time. Okay, so just follow our arrival times. Rob was going to put some stuff up on the website to keep everyone updated there on arrivals, and we'll be certainly feeding social media as we go through. So 24 hours out, it's all pretty obvious what's going on. Yeah, it's going to be quite good, but I've got to say, Translated are looking particularly good at the moment. Triana's doing pretty well as well. So that's about it. Okay, just a quick one. So thanks for that. And as I say, we'll probably do another one tonight in about 12 hours. So that'll be early morning Monday, your time in Europe, and we'll follow the fun. So stand by. It's all about to happen. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.